Hi everybody, and welcome to this special pre-sale launch opportunity. Just checking the sound's all right. Sound seems good. So yeah, this is a special opportunity looking at PYXIS.NETWORK. It's obviously a staking decentralized platform, especially to be built on the BSC. So it's already launched. So 1 a.m. UTC time. Pretty exciting. We're going to go through some of the platforms, some of the opportunities with the white paper. So this may be something for you. It is high risk, high return, but it is a staking platform, so it's long term. It is on the Binance Smart Chain, meaning that the fees are very low compared to Ethereum. So transactions are more like 20-30 cents rather than $50. So hope you enjoy this one. This is an opportunity. Once again, not financial advice, just for entertainment, and obviously letting you know about the opportunity. I think it's a reasonably good one, but once again, you'll have to make the assessment yourself. But let's go through it. So here's the white paper. So PYXIS is a network, 100% decentralized staking platform for the community. This is the white paper, 25th of March 2021. You can see the table of contents there. So it's got the introduction, the reasons to join PYX, the tokens, pre-sale phase, staking reward, and the PYX staking, BNS staking. So it has BNS staking as well, and unstaking. So let's check this out as we go. Obviously, there's a disclaimer. I'll leave the link in the video description after this live stream. You can check that out. All right, so there we are. We're going to have a look at this, introducing PYXIS. PYXIS is 100% decentralized project with the goal of increasing the token price and rewards to the stakers over time. So it is a staking value token. The development team optimized smart contract logic to maximize the benefit of the community. Our project is real, and it's not just another retirement plan for the founders. PYXIS is a currency on the Binance Smart Chain, and the operation is governed by immutable smart contracts. Once the contracts are deployed on the mainnet, the admin keys will be burnt, so the owners will not have any special access to the smart contracts. This makes everyone equal. There are no special privileges for referrers, founders, and insiders. We are just a community. So it's pretty exciting to see all those features. Development is all done by the founder from the ground up. The team is a group of passionate people who want to bring a high DeFi standard to the world. So it's great to hear now. The reasons to join PYXIS network: smart contracts are immutable, non-upgradable, and no proxy. So there will never be changes to them in the future. PYXIS token will never be used to pay for development or marketing, so no one can ever dump the price. This Binance Smart Chain, super low gas fees, and it is super low. You're talking like 20-30 cents compared to Ethereum, which is up at 20, 30, 50, $150. 100% token buybacks to increase the token price over time. So that's pretty a big deal. It's 100% token buyback to increase the token price over time. There are 6 different ways you get rewards into the reward pool. 6 different ways, so that's really supercharged. Pretty neat. High staking reward. This is not a fork project. The concepts are new, and the code is written from the ground up by the CTO. So pretty cool. All the processes are done via smart contracts with no human interactions. This is a long-term project that will evolve over time. New functionalities will be added with new smart contracts and apps. So there we are. Let's quickly look at the token. So the token will be PYX. That's the main token. PYX is the main token that is used for staking and trading. But the pre-sale token is very important to understand the distinction. CMPS. The only way to get CMPS is from the pre-sale, which is now on. Started at 1 a.m. UTC time on Saturday, and after the mainnet on Saturday 27th of March, that is. And the only way to get the CMPS is from the pre-sale, which is live right now, and we're going to check that out as we do. After mainnet launch, there will be a web page to swap CMPS to PYX, and we're going to look at that too. There is no reason to hold CMPS after the mainnet launch. So once again, once you get that in the pre-sale, you need to swap it over on the first day to not get any penalties. Pre-sale phase, note this section will be removed after pre-sale is done. The fund from the pre-sale will be used for 40% will be used for liquidity, and the liquidity will be locked forever. So if you know Wise Token, they locked basically all their liquidity. This will be locking 40% of the liquidity, which is pretty cool. Always keeping that liquidity there and protecting a minimum price as well. So it's got a minimum price in there implied from that liquidity. 30% will be used for buyback. So 100% of the buyback tokens will be added to the staking reward pool. All right, so you're going to have 30% there buying back tokens on the market. So that's 30% of the sales from CMPS will be buying back PYX on the market. Pretty neat. This process will be done 6 times, 5% each week over 6 weeks. The first time will be done after adding the initial liquidity, so 5 times 6 is the 30% there. The first time will be done just after adding the initial low liquidity, so the initial price will be higher than the pre-sale price. Pretty nice indeed, so that gives you a good entry. So getting in on this early is quite neat. 10% for marketing and 5% for the audit and 50% for the development team. So the initial token supply is 71.5% public sale and 28.5% liquidity pool. Note the actual number will depend on the number of tokens sold in the pre-sale phase. All of the unsold tokens will be burned. Now we're going to look at the current sale at the moment, and therefore let's look. Number one, getting CMPS. This is the stage that we're at the moment. So if you want to get CMPS tokens, you'll just be holding those temporarily, and so until you swap them over for the main one. The process will be done by pre-sale contract. The community can purchase CMPS using BNB tokens, and they're about $270 each at the moment. So 1 BNB, which is about 270 bucks, equals 1,000 CMPS. And this is how much I actually got today. So I've entered only with 1 BNB. You may want to go in higher, but this is what I've gone in, and so that's full disclosure from me there. CMPS can later be swapped to PYX. Now the most you can actually go on is 20 BNB is the highest amount. So there has been about 75 people so far that've gone on with 20 BNB, which gives them 20,000 CMPS tokens. CMPS can later be swapped to PYX, and that's what actually happens. You need to do that on the 31st. Otherwise, you get a penalty of 1% per day. So you can see BNB and CMPS. That's how you swap through. BNB goes through, and that you get the CMPS in the return. So number 2, swapping CMPS to PYX, Wednesday the 31st of March at 1 p.m. at UTC, so it's very important to know that. When the mainnet launch, there will be a swapping page for the users to swap the CMPS to PYX. We can actually see that now, and so we're going to check that out too. We'll check that out in a minute. For the first 24 hours, there will be no swapping penalty. After that, the late penalty will increase by 1% per day, so it's very important to know that. So make sure you swap on the first day. That's fundamentally important if you decide to buy the pre-sale CMPS token, because on the 31st you need to swap that for the PYX, which will be the staking token on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, swap penalty equals the amount times late days times 1%, so just remember that. So the penalty will go into the reward pool too. So that's one of the 6 ways that people get benefits in the reward pool, is from those penalties. The late swap penalty will be added to the staking reward pool. If CMPS has not been converted by the end of the swap period, 100 days, it will be converted to PYX and added to the staking reward pool. So yeah, you want to do it on the first day. CMPS is only used during the pre-sale phase. It must be swapped to PYX, and that's the number one. You must do it on the first day. Staking reward pool. Staking reward pool is used to accumulate PYX tokens that will be paid to stakers as the staking reward when the stake is matured. So that's very important. The staking reward pool is used to accumulate PYX tokens that will be paid to the stakers as the staking reward when the stake is matured. Okay, so you get the rewards at the end. There are several ways tokens are added to this pool. So this is the main thing. There's 6 different ways. Look at this beautiful 6 ways that the pool is getting fed. 30% of the pre-sale BNB. BNB will be used to buy back PYX from PancakeSwap. Okay, so 30% of the pre-sale BNB. BNB will be used to buy back PYX from the PancakeSwap. All of the late CMPS swap penalties, so if you're late converting it over to PYX, those will go into reward. 95% of the early unstake penalties, in other words, if you make a stake, it will go into the reward pool, and on top of that, there will be less tokens because 5% will get burned. 95% of the late unstake penalties will be done, so 5% will be burned, so pretty nice. And 100% of the buyback tokens, so 100% of the buyback tokens will be going into the reward pool, and remember that's 30% of the amount. It's going to be buybacks, 5% per week over 6 weeks. 1% of the sell transactions, so this is very important. So if you're going to sell PYX, another 1.5% of that will be burned, and if you sell PYX on the PancakeSwap, or transfer it to other people. However, there is no fee for buying PYX, so that's an incentive to buy and push the price up. So you can see all that here, all those 6 things are here, and they all go into the reward pool. Pretty neat. PYX staking. Staking involves locking up PYX for a chosen number of days. In the end, the user will get rewards proportional to the stake shares. Stake shares are calculated from the PYX amount and the number of stake days. So here's the calculation. Stake shares, and the shares is what you're after when you're in staking projects, PYX amount, so the amount that you've invested times the number of days that you put it in, times the stake bonus, and the stake bonus will be very important, times the day bonus, okay, the amount of days. So stake bonus equals 1.2 for BNB staking, and times the day bonus, 100 plus the stake days divided by 14 to the squared power. So what does that mean? PYX goes in the smart contract, you get PYX and then PYX for sale in the pool. New tokens are minted based on the amount of stake days, and then PYX is locked for the chosen number of days, and then you get the rewards when the stake is completed and from the staking pool. And as we saw, the staking pool's got all these things going into it, so pretty exciting. Alright, so that's pretty cool, nice little graphics there. And as part of this process, new tokens will be minted based on the amount of PYX and stake days. All of them will be added to the for sale pool. Okay, so as part of this process, new tokens will be minted based on the amount of PYX and stake days. All of them will be added to the for the pool. So really, the staking is going to drive a lot of the pool sale. For the pool sale pool is the pool where users can use BNB to purchase PYX and immediately stake it. So pretty nice. See the BNB staking below for more information. So the mint amount equals the PYX amount times stake days times 49% divided by 364. So that's really nice to see that staking drives the sale amount. BNB staking, so there's the next part. BNB staking PYX token will be removed from the PYX for sale pool and staked. See PYX staking section above. Alright, so the PYX token will be removed from the PYX for sale pool and staked. Note the amount of PYX purchase staked is calculated based on the price at the time from PancakeSwap. Alright, here he is. Here we've got the tokens coming in. We've got all the flows there. Got the staking report pool here, and so forth. We've got the staking report pool here. So you might need to expand that to see. So we'll just kind of make that a little bigger as we go. That's a bit better. And so you can see that BNB comes in here, BNB goes in here, 100% buyback from PancakeSwap to push the price in the market up, and also it gives more rewards to stakers. Nice. Here, PYX tokens from for sale pool are used to stake, so PYX stake for the pool, and that goes into the contract. PYX is locked up for a chosen number of days, and of course it gets a reward when the stake is completed. PYX goes to the PYX for sale pool. New tokens are minted based on the amount of days, so very nice. And by using BNB to stake, you will get 20% extra shares. So there's two forms of staking, the PYX and the BNB. Pretty nice indeed. And you get an extra 20% from the BNB. Stake shares equals PYX amount times stake days times stake bonus times day bonus. Stake bonus is 1.2, day bonus is 100 plus stake days divided by 14 to the power of 2. Pretty cool. BNB staking is an important process in the ecosystem because 100% of BNB from the user is used to buy back PYX from PancakeSwap to push the price up. Clever, like it a lot. All the PYX from PancakeSwap will be added to the staking reward pool. Higher rewards to stakers. Once again, the community can use BNB to stake only when there is enough PYX in the PYX for sale pool. PYX for sale pool is opened on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday UTC times, so very attractive. Now, unstaking. When the stake is matured, users can unstake to get their capital plus interest. The amount of reward is dependent on the number of shares from the staking. The reward pool PYX equals the shares divided by the total shares, which is your proportion, times the PYX from the staking reward pool. Pretty easy, that one. So there are all the different ways of getting it. 95% early unstake, 30% from BNB pre-sale, 100% from buyback tokens, a late CMPS swap penalty, 1.5% of all transactions, and 90% of the late unstake penalty goes in the stake and reward pool. Pretty nice. Now, unstaking penalty, without penalty, the stake is matured. So the withdrawn amount is the original amount, PYX staked plus the reward, PYX interest. So that's the payout amount equals PYX stake plus reward, PYX. That's not too bad. And early unstake penalty, this is the one normally that gets you. There's a penalty if you unstake before the stake is matured. Penalty is a function of how many days before the stake period was to end. So the penalty amount will equal to PYX staked, so that's the amount you got staked, times the stake days minus actual stake days divided by stake days. So obviously you want to be well matured and like well advanced for if you're going to unstake, because penalty will be quite high. Payout amount equals PYX staked minus the penalty amount. So that there is the formula you want to do. So you definitely want to be almost done with it. Late unstaked penalty amount PYX stake plus reward penalty times late days minus 14 times 1%, where the payout amount equals PYX staked plus the reward PYX minus the penalty. So important, best not to unstake. Thank you for checking out the project, and if you like the ideas, etc. So you can see there's a Telegram Telegram me PYX community you can join. So it's pretty cool. That's the end of this thing. So let's get on to the actual announcement. So we've got the announcements here. This is on Discord. You can see we're on the Discord channel. I'll leave all these links in the video description below if you want to get onto it. So it starts the pre-sale launch has started. It started on 21st March at 1 p.m. UTC, and I've just noticed the title's different, so I'll just have to change it. 1 p.m. at UTC. It ends on Tuesday, the 30th of March, at 1 p.m. UTC. So that's what's Saturday to Sunday to Monday to Tuesday, so 3 days, and you can get into the pre-sale on at https dap.pyxis.network and /pre-sale, and we're going to look at that now. 1 BNB, so if you bid one, if you buy, will get you 1,000 tokens. So that's how much I've done approximately. So and a lot of people have done that, but many people have done 20 BNB, which is the maximum amount. Hardcap is 4,000 BNBs. There's not that many, 4 million tokens. Max per wallet is 20 BNB. All right. So there's been probably about 75 people so far done that at the moment. So make sure you read the white paper. We just read the white paper, so I'll leave the link in the video description. Now join the pre-sale is super simple. Wait until Saturday, March 27th, 1 p.m, which we've already started, so we're already well into that, but there's still about another 2 days to go. Go to this link, which we're going to go to now. Connect to your wallet, so you can use a MetaMask wallet or a BSC, Binance Smart Contract wallet. You can buy camps with BNB as long as you've got BNB in the wallet, and wait until Wednesday, the 31st of March, 1 p.m, and then you can then swap your new tokens, your CMPS tokens to PYX tokens, and then you so basically go to this network, which we're going to check out, swap your PYX, and then you're done. And then you can basically stake your tokens and then reap the rewards from all the rewards that are going into the contract. So there's some more updates. This is just for people that trust wallet. Make sure that you use DApp browser and use this URL instead of the pre-sale URL. Change the network to Binance Smart Chain. So you must make sure that you're on the Binance Smart Chain to enter. So here was the update earlier today. Hi everyone, the pre-sale has started and we've already got 45% in the first hour. So this is well advanced now. We're looking at the pre-sale is up at 66%. So this looks like a pretty exciting opportunity. It's on the Binance Smart Chain, which means the fees are super cheap, and people are wanting that compared to Ethereum, which have been very high, and all the big staking projects on Ethereum at the moment, but this is one of the first ones moving to BSC chain. So you can see that even Wise Token is looking at doing a BSC launch, so pretty interesting. I would like to say thank you to all of you who have supported the project, and will do my best developing the project. Pre-sale will continue here until Tuesday the 30th of March and at 1 p.m. UTC, that's when it finishes, or when the hard cap is reached, and so we're pretty advanced now, about 66%. We will do the mainnet, and please make sure that you swap the CMPS tokens to PYX in the first 24 hours, so there's no late penalty swap for you. And there's some videos here, so I'll leave the link to this below. All this is just beginning, stay tuned. Hey, I would like to say thanks to all of you for support and trust in the project. There are some FUDs going on. A pre-sale has started and we've already got 64% in the first 8 hours, so that's pretty neat. Pre-sale will continue here until Tuesday at 1 p.m. when the hard cap is reached, so pretty nice there. And finally, I think the CTO's had a bit of a rest, but he'll be back on deck later on. So pretty nice. So we've had a look at the official announcements, we had a look at the white paper. Now let's have a look at the actual dap.pyxis.network /pre-sale. This is where it is. So I've just bid in 1 BNB. That's what I want to do. Some people have gone 20 BNB, which is the maximum. You can see that the maximum is 20. Now you can use your MetaMask wallet and just change the network over from Ethereum onto the Binance Smart Chain, or you can use a BSC wallet, which is also an extension you can have on your Chrome browser, for example. Now, so far we've got 66.35% sold out. So we got 2,654 BNB has been bidded in for this pre-sale, and the max is 4,000, so we're at 66.355%. 1 BNB equals 1,000 CMPS, which is just a temporary token for the pre-sale, so pretty cool. Let's have a quick look at this info. I can see the initial supply of the token, and we can also see the pre-fund will be used for. So you can see that it's very well balanced, as modern ones tend to be. Now I've got 999 CMPS, so that's 1 BNB. I had 1 BNB in here. All I did was I hooked up my wallet, I actually had to transfer some BNB from Ethereum blockchain, so I used the BSC bridge to do that. We'll check that out if you're not familiar with BSC. And then I just put in the max amount here, and I had one. I think I put 0.099 or something like that is what I put in, and that got me so almost 1 BNB. That got me 999 CMPS, so almost 1,000. So if I put in 1 BNB, that would give me 1,000. The max you can do is 20 BNB, and that would give you 20,000. So there's about 75 wallets so far that have got that, and we're going to check that out shortly too. So this is the first stage. This is the pre-sale. You just click purchase, and that will go through, and it'll cost you about 20 cents. That's how wonderful BSC is on the second layer chain. So pretty neat. And then your CMPS, your BNB will be deducted, and your CMPS will show up here in a matter of seconds. Pretty cool. And you'll add to this total here. So basically, you can see I've invested 0.999 BNB. So just taking a small position, about $270 US, not too bad. Some people are obviously doing 20 BNB, which is more up in that 5,400 mark. So a lot bigger investment. Swap CMPS to PYX. This will need to be done on the 31st of March on Wednesday at 1 p.m. UTC time. So it's 3 days and 8 hours and 24 minutes to go. So plenty of time to get into this pre-sale. So hopefully this information is helping. Now, if you haven't got into Binance Smart Chain, you can use the bridge at Binance.org. And I'll leave the link to that below as well. And you can connect your wallet. You can actually swap from the Ethereum network here through to the, you can actually swap tokens to the Binance Smart Chain, which is here. So I've got it suspended at the moment just because I had a couple of transactions that I hadn't done properly. So they've just temporarily suspended me because I didn't have enough BSC left after I did my auction bid. So there's this suspension there for it at the moment. So that's how it works. Let's go to the actual chain. This is on on BSC scan, I should say. So bscscan.com. This is equivalent to Etherscan. You can see that there's currently 2,654,216 CMPS issued. Remember, the max will be 4 million, and you can see that on here. So 2654 BNB times 1,000 equals this amount here. So that's looking good. You got the contract as OXB7 on the BSC chain. We've got 664 addresses already, so it's doing very well on the open. I mean, 45% sold out in the first hour, and then it's got a couple of days to go. So we look at holders here. We can see the holders. We see all these people have invested 20 BNB, and they've picked up 20,000 CMPS. So pretty popular so far, and you can see that that all goes way through. How many we got here? We've got 71 people so far have got the full 20,000, and then it keeps going down further. So that's pretty neat. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's have a quick look at the contract. We've also got the contract on here. We can do a read contract where we can actually see the contract. So this is the contract parameters and functions in here. You can see them all there on the contract. You can actually write to the contract directly rather than using the platform of this platform here. So there we are, and you can actually connect to via the Web3 wallet. Analytics, let's have a look, see what's up there. So you've just got the opening in there, all the transfers and stuff received just on today, which is the opening day. So you're catching it early, folks, and it's going to be sold out in no time, I think, the next 24 hours probably. So early getting the better. So yep, that's it. And then what else? We got comments. Let's see what else is on there. Info and holders. So the holders is there, and then you've got the transfers. So you've got all the transfers that are going on at the moment. So you can check those out even if you wanted to. So pretty cool. And yeah, that's that for the moment. And so if you want to get in, use the link below and potentially pick up a few CMPS. I've only put in 1 BNB, but I thought this is a pretty decent opportunity. One of the early staking tokens on a BSC with the cheap fees, and then one's after those cheap gas fees. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell for notifications, and I'm going to look to bring more opportunities to you in the future. Until next time, I'll catch you then. Cheers. Oh, by the way, leave any comments in the comment section, and I'll try and do my best to answer those. Cheers.